Good morning, Kentucky, and welcome to a very exciting live demo that we have prepared for you today. It's our last Monday morning demo of the summer because today is the first day of classes at UK. So we are, as best as possible, going to get back to our normal business of hosting classes for the campus and the community and talk to people with some more hands-on kinds of activities so that we can learn more about local food and local food systems. We are excited to kick off the academic year with our very special guest today. This is someone I've known for quite some time, and I'm sure you all have too. His name is Chris Cain. He is the owner and operator of Daughter Southern Food Truck, and we're going to bring him in just a moment to talk to him about his business and about all the experience that he's had. And then he's going to show us a delicious recipe, and I can't wait for him to talk about it. So I am going to bring in Chef Cain now. All right. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Let me see if I can do that. How about that? So you were in your truck this morning.
Yes.
And tell us about Daughter Southern. How did this come? You've been doing this for about 4 years or so, right?
Yes. So we actually started Daughter Southern back in 2016 under a tent. Our first event at the North Limestone Night Market off North Limestone. And we've been kind of going, I guess, part-time since then. I spent a year or so at FoodChain. I guess let me back up a little bit. So when I started this, actually, I worked for UK.
Yes, right here in UK. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in dining services. So I worked during the week. I was either at Blazer or the 90, one of those facilities, and on the weekends I was doing Daughter Southern stuff. So I did both about 3 years. About 2 years ago, I guess, I left and went to work for FoodChain in Lexington, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. You've been there with me a few times. Did that for about a year. Got finished with that, and had to take some time off to look after the family and things like that, and got the opportunity to go forward with the truck. So back in December, we went and started the process. And 1st of February, the truck was delivered to our house. And then, of course, we all know what happened from March until forever. So we took off about 2 months. Took off March and April, most of May, I believe, and we've been going full steam ahead since then.
Right. So just as you get your truck, so you did the pop-up for a while, even as you're working this other job, super busy. And just as you get your truck, we enter COVID. So you've been pushing through, right?
Yes. So actually, the truck is really beneficial for the social distancing stuff. Most of the places I go have large outdoor patios, and they can space the tables out pretty well. And like we're encased in the truck, so it's not a lot of contact with us and the customer. Everything's disposable, so it's as far as the paper products we use and stuff like that. So there's not a lot of contact, so it actually works out pretty well considering.
And let's see if I can get this right. I'm going to pull up your Facebook and show people that. So is this the best way to reach you if they're interested? Because I know you do catering too, right? So you've done weddings, you've done events, and all kinds of different stuff. So is this the best way for people to reach you?
Yes. So the Facebook and Instagram are probably our top two ways of contact.
Okay. And can you tell us about Daughter Southern? Where'd you come up with that name?
Okay, so I have 4 daughters. 2 of them are actually in the truck helping me today. I have 4 of them, and the thought behind it was like, when I am done, this will be theirs. So I said, well, we'll go ahead and name it after them, and kind of go from there. The southern part is just I was born and raised in Lexington, so I'm Southern at heart. It's the only food I ever enjoyed cooking. I was in culinary school. They kind of picked on me a little bit because I was from Kentucky, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The funny part about the name is most of the time it's me and my brother, my cousin, other guys working on the truck, and because all my kids are younger, and people always give us a weird look like, I see the name of the business, well, where are the daughters? Well, they're not old enough yet, so
yeah, they're growing.
Hopefully, they can't believe it.
Okay, and let's see. One other thing, you have some events coming up in conjunction with Black Soil, right? This Sunday?
Yes. So this Sunday, we have what we call the Smokehouse Dinner Series. It's sponsored by Guide Realty here in Lexington. And what that is, we've partnered with Ethereal Brewing. They're actually really good friends of mine. They actually helped me get my start back in 2016. So this is kind of special for that. But I've chosen 4 of the beers that they've made to pair with 3 different meats, smoked meats, and a 4th one with a dessert. The dessert one actually is kind of cool. They did a collaboration with Mirror Twin for the Black is Beautiful line of beers.
Oh, okay.
Those are all being made all over the country, and some of that money is being donated actually to different causes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are there tickets left for this Sunday?
Yes, but I just got to update it a little while ago. So if folks want tickets, they probably need to get them soon. So we're not sold out, but
getting close.
But it's Monday. We're 6-7 days out, and I want to get people.
Yeah. But there's another date in September, right?
Yes. So that one would be at Rock House Brewing.
Rock House.
So
Okay.
I'll choose 3 or 4 different dishes and pair with their beers for that one.
Okay. All right. Well, that is fantastic. I'm hoping I can't do this Sunday, but I'm hoping maybe we can join for the September, because that looks absolutely delicious. All right. What are you going to fix for us today, Chef?
All right. So today I'm going to make what I call Pitmaster hash. So what that means is it's a sweet potato hash. I have sweet potatoes, fresh corn, red onions, some honey, a few seasonings. The reason why I call it the Pitmaster hash is because when I am the Pitmaster, I guess, can change out the meat depending on what we've smoked.
What you got?
So today I have a house-made andouille smoked sausage.
Wow.
So today I'll cook a little bit of that and put that on top. So in the past, we'll make the hash, top it with some smoked pork belly, a couple fried eggs. It's a perfect little brunch breakfast dish. So
that sounds absolutely delicious. We're going to bring both your cameras up now. I'm going to stay away unless we get questions from the audience, Chef, and you just show us how it's done.
All right. So the first thing we're going to cut our onions. I've already peeled this one. I'm going to get a nice small medium dice on there. I prefer the red onions. I like the flavor, and I think it makes it look cool. So I roll with that. All right. So we got our onions cut. Cut. All right, so we got that. The sweet potatoes. I'm going to cut those next. Some folks like to peel the potatoes. Myself personally, I think like some of the flavor is involved with the sweet potatoes and the skin. And honestly, if you're making hash for 100 people, or like how we usually do that, that would be a lot of peeling. So a lot of extra prep work. So it's kind of a double win. You know, you get to not do all that extra chopping, peeling, and you add some of that flavor and leaving those nutrients.
Now you've got a raw sweet potato there, Chef. Is it possible to use leftover cooked potatoes?
You could, if it was, well, it depends. A lot of times with, like, say, a baked sweet potato, it's so soft.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably just kind of turn into like a sweet potato mash
Okay.
in the pan.
So you'd have to be careful.
So if you like, maybe like, sometimes folks will, when the potatoes are better, they're seasoned, like they'll like blanch them a little bit and freeze them. If you do that, that would be fine. But like a completely baked sweet potato that you would like bake for, for like a side with a steak, it probably wouldn't do too well.
Just fall apart.
It's so soft.
Okay, good to know.
But sometimes, like when I do this to speed up service, what I would do is I would cut them all raw, maybe steam them just a little bit, just to kind of start the process of them cooking. But if you're just making one or two of these, you're not like trying to feed the masses in 15 minutes. It's okay to start from raw. I think I have enough now. So got that. Got our onions. So the next part, I have some local corn that I got from the market. I'm gonna cut some of this off the cob. It hasn't been cooked or anything. It's still pretty fresh, pretty raw. It will go in probably not long after before it's done, just because it's corn's so soft and so tender. You don't want to cook the heck out of it. You could also roast it a little bit. I actually had planned on roasting it for you guys, but the one problem with that is acoustically, food trucks aren't the best things in the world, especially when there's a really loud generator going in the background or a loud hood. So I decided today just to go ahead and add it in as is. So we got our potatoes cut, corn cut, and our onions. Let's see if I can move this. So I'm gonna move this camera. You all let me know if you all can see the stove pretty well.
All right. Yes.
Can you all see?
Good.
I can't see a thing. Can you all see both of these?
Yes, we can see both.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I got my stove lit. Okay. Turn it on. I'm gonna start with a little bit of olive oil or vegetable oil blend. I get that going. Now with the potatoes, you want to start cooking those first by themselves because they are so hard and dense. Before you start adding corn and onions, stuff like that, because it's really soft. We also have, while this is heating up, I can show you what I got on my little tray here. I got some local honey, some thyme, some kosher salt, and black pepper. Okay, that's good. Potatoes. More oil. So I heard you mention that today is the last day for this these online demos. Are you all going to be having students back in the classroom?
No, well, this is a series that we've been doing since, well, once we pivoted from COVID starting ourselves because we couldn't have anybody in our state. And we are offering 3 different kinds of classes for the semester. 2 are virtual, synchronous classes. And then we just have a seated demo. It's a passive demo, and we can allow up to 12 people up into our classroom. So we're still trying to work very safely within the guidelines that the university has for returning to classes.
Okay.
You can hear that.
Exciting that the kids get to come back. Hopefully, they get to stay back.
Yes, so the plan is to stay through Thanksgiving. So we're hoping everybody stays safe and healthy until then.
It's definitely a trying time, but we'll get through it.
Yep, everybody's coming together. We're going to work together and get through all this. I'm glad I did manage to eat breakfast before this because that sizzle is already making my stomach growl. Hard to watch.
Yeah, so while we were talking, I added a little bit of salt, a little pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of dried thyme. I guess I could probably write this stuff down. I'm old school. I don't really write this stuff down. I probably should, especially when I'm sharing with folks. But just a little bit to get a little flavor. I add those dried herbs in early, of course, because you want to have that time for the flavors to come out and get those nice and good. I'm gonna add a little more oil too. It's starting to dry out a little bit. Let me see what we got here. Still a little tough. Yeah, like I said, to cut back on some of this time, steaming them definitely would be a good plan. Just a little bit, just kind of soften them to get them going. But fully baked, they wouldn't hold up too well.
So when you do this for service, if you were offering the hash for brunch or something, you would go ahead and par cook and steam those.
Yes, or I would make like what I usually do is the big pot actually behind the skillet is I'll cook a bunch of it at once and kind of hold it hot for service. A bunch of the hash function, and then what we would do is pan up some of the hash, cook the eggs, and top it with the meat, and then throw the eggs on top.
Mm-hmm. It's just such a great functional recipe, Chef, because really you could throw in any little bits and bobs that you might have from cooking.
Yeah, definitely. So you could add so you can use regular potatoes if you wanted. I don't know if I put the honey in with other potatoes. You use add squash or peppers. If you like spicy, maybe add some spicy peppers. Yeah, you can pretty much add whatever you want. That's why I said it's typically served with we usually do the pork belly, but I might use pulled pork, smoked pork loin, beef, like beef brisket, chicken, or no meat at all. Maybe some smoked peppers, if you're vegetarian, something like that. Some of that jackfruit everyone is wild about.
Everybody's going vegan with the jackfruit, or maybe some kind of cooked bean would be nice if you're still.
Yep, some cooked beans, lentils, or something like that.
All right, so you just added the onion there.
So yeah, add a little bit of the diced onion. Gonna keep cooking that a little bit longer. While that's going, I'm gonna start my eggs. I'm gonna have my behind-the-scene assistant Nyla. Will you grab me 2 eggs out of the refrigerator? That is one advantage of having 4 kids is you got extra sets of hands when you need to.
You got all kinds of sous chefs.
All right. This is looking pretty good. I'm gonna add corn. It says, you know, it's, I don't want to overcook that too much. Let's go all in corn. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, just to kind of steam it a little bit. And deglaze some of that, like the sugars from the potatoes off the bottom of the pan. All right. Okay. All right. A little oil in there. Now, I'm usually pretty handy cooking these eggs. Uh, I made a lot of omelets and eggs at when I was at UK. I did breakfast at the omelet station a lot. But now that we're live, I probably will break them just because of the pressure. We'll hope not, but we'll see.
Okay. That's a tough one. Hey, Chef, can your assistant move the camera so that you can talk directly to us?
Yeah, so just point the camera at me.
Yeah.
There. Yeah, so I got the oil hot for the eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and crack these and get them in there. Alright. I'm gonna switch this up so you guys can see it. So got 2 eggs, a non-stick spatula, so I don't scratch my skillet. Don't let the egg whites kind of run around a little bit. You can use scrambled eggs if you want it. You could use I like the eggs over medium or sunny side just because the egg yolk, stuff like that makes it, kind of run all mixing in there with those potatoes. It's pretty tasty.
Gives you a sauce, right?
I'm sorry?
Makes a sauce for you.
Awesome. What you
That I'm choking. The egg yolk makes the sauce for you.
Yeah, so it's like a little bit of a sauce. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part of one of the most important parts, the hash. So the hash is pretty much done. I'm gonna add a spoonful of, or about a half a spoon. So for this pan, about a tablespoon of fresh honey. Right there at the end. And then we'll give that a toss. You always want to do that after you're done. If you add that while it's cooking, it will most likely burn. All right. Let's see if we can get these eggs flipped out without breaking them. There we go. All right, so that's cooking. Now you hand me my the pan of sausage in there.
Sausage?
Right there.
Sausages.
All right, so I'm gonna put the hash in there. And we'll wash this pan out real quick. All right, back on. onboard water pump. It works very well, but it's not very quiet.
You use what you have to use, right?
Yep.
So you're reheating your pan because you're going to warm the smoked meat, the sauce, or the andouille. Yes. Okay.
So I clean the pan out, heating the pan up. Usually you wouldn't have we would just kind of store the pork belly is stored it's smoked for 8 to 10 hours, and then we just store it hot. But if you were making breakfast at home, you most likely be using like leftover pork from the day before, or smoked sauce or something like that. So you obviously have to heat it prior to serving. And this is actually pork and beef andouille sausage that I made and smoked myself. So it's pretty good.
That sounds absolutely delicious. I love andouille, and to know that you made it yourself, that's incredible. My mouth is watering.
I keep it I make it and I actually freeze it and store it, and I'll put it in different dishes like gumbo or red beans and rice, stuff like that. So it's fully cooked. We're just pretty much knocking the chill off of it, trying to get it warmed up. You can cook it crunchy or soft if you want. To me, I think that's about perfect. All right. So we'll pile that right on top of the hash. And I'm going to move this other camera back so you all can see. You don't see it?
No.
Yes, we can.
All right. So, and here are the eggs right on top.
Oh, Chef, that looks absolutely amazing and beautiful, yolk.
Just a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of salt.
And voila.
And voila! Your secret moves, I think. That looks absolutely amazing, Chef Cain, and we should come out in droves for your food truck. Do you have an upcoming? Where will you be soon?
So let's see.
Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I know. Let's see. Saturday we're in Georgetown.
Okay.
We'll post the schedule for sure today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Where are we Thursday? Yeah, I'll have to post that on
Sure.
They'll give someone an opportunity to come check us out. But for sure, I know for sure I am Sunday. Sunday I will be at Ethereal Brewing for the Smokehouse.
The Smokehouse
dinner
series. Okay. Yeah. And then also one other thing I saw is that you are up for the Herald Leaders Reader's Choice Award, right?
Yes. So we're up for the food truck, the Reader's Choice Favorite Food Truck Award.
So everyone needs to go and vote for you, right?
Yes. We would love to have that sign or plaque displayed on the truck. So definitely go and come check us out.
Well, it's certainly deserving, Chef. I've eaten from your food truck. It's absolutely wonderful. My favorite is the buffalo cauliflower. Love that stuff. It's addictive.
Yeah, the cauliflower is definitely our biggest seller. Folks come out. We have that. That's the one thing on our menu that is consistent.
Never changes. Good.
It never goes away. I'm afraid I'll get jumped by Angry Mile if I did. So we actually keep that on every single menu. The menu in general kind of rotates. Like this week we did chicken and waffles. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we did our po' boy week. So we did catfish po' boy, a veggie po' boy, and actually the smoked sausage po' boy as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so we generally rotate the menu out, but the cauliflower lives there. It's every time you see us, it's available.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you soon, and hope you stay healthy. Chef Cain, thank you so much for joining us for our last regular Monday morning demo. It's been a pleasure, and I'm super hungry. I'll have to see if I can rustle up some hash for myself.
Sure. Can I say one more thing before we go?
Absolutely.
So today, it's not really related. There is a special lady's birthday. Today's my wife's birthday. Her name is Charity.
My goodness.
So everyone tell her happy birthday.
Yes. Tell Charity happy birthday from us as well.
All right. Well, like I said, please come out and see us. Get those tickets to the Smokehouse Dinner Series, and thanks for having me.
All right. You have a wonderful day, and thanks to all of our viewers who stayed with us all summer long. We really appreciate your support, and please join us again. We'll have all kinds of programming for this fall. Be sure to come back to our social media pages, and we'll see you all again soon. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.